So, hello everyone. Welcome to today's presentation. And here we're going to learn about crypto, but not just crypto in the broadest sense. We're going to be learning about a way in which people make money in crypto through staking. And before you get to understand what Streakk, this opportunity Streakk is all about, before we speak all the big grammar contained in this PDF file, okay, it's good you understand what staking is and how Streakk is a solution to a problem. Now, for those who have been following me on YouTube and on my mentorship groups, I usually say something. Usually, when it comes to crypto projects and projects generally, if you are in a project and the project you are into is not a solution to a problem, you do not get to see what solutions these guys are bringing to the table. Trust me, you might be in for a very annoying project or a project that will end up, being a scam or, folding up. So that is why in every opportunity, the first thing you need to ask yourself is, what are these guys bringing to the table? And in knowing what they're bringing to the table, I would not just want to start from this PDF file. We need to know what is in existence presently and what these guys are bringing to the table and how we can now make money from these guys, how these guys intend to help us make money. So at this point in time, fasten your seatbelt. Let us teach you how to make money. Now, for those, for example, my audience, those in Nigeria, if you go to Binance P2P, here you can have an insight into the present exchange rates of naira to dollar. You discover that it's not friendly. Over 699 naira, an average of 700 naira to $1. Now, what this spells basically is like, we all know we live in Nigeria, things are going up and all that. Now, on the global scale also, the rate of inflation in so many countries is, it's increasing like mad. The more reason you need to have yourself a side income. Now, one of the ways you can make this side income for yourself is by exploring what you will be learning here tonight. So, what is staking? Streakk, like I said earlier, is a project that is going to, in fact, it wants to establish itself as a household name in the field of crypto staking. So, what is this staking all about? Even if you are a newbie to crypto, do not be scared. As much as possible, I'll try and explain this to the barest minimum that even a market woman can understand. But if you feel you left out at some points, do not forget to drop your questions. If you're going to be watching the recording on YouTube, then drop your questions in the comment section. If you're going to be watching the recording, for those who are on the Zoom call now, you can always drop your comments or your questions in the comments section. Otherwise, you can wait till the end of the Zoom meeting when we have the time for the Q&A. So staking basically has to do, if you've ever used a fixed deposit account, then you have an idea of what staking is all about. Staking simply means your coins or your tokens you have left on your exchanges. For example, there are a whole lot of us here who are into crypto for the long term. We are not traders. We don't have ideas of trading. We just want to buy and hold on their life for like 4 years, 5 years. And usually, if the money is just in your exchange, it's not really making money for you. Even if you want to hold for just 6 months, for that 6 months, you're not making extra value. You're only waiting for the price of a coin to rise. Now, that is more like penny wise, pounds foolish, right? So a whole lot of people resort into what we call staking. And what is staking? Staking simply means you're going to be locking up your coins, okay, for a certain period of time. And, these coins you're going to be locking up would be used for various transactions, using validating various transactions. The validators use it for whatever they want to use it for, okay? And you get commission on what you are staking. So staking is not a new thing in crypto. For example, this Binance, like the world #1 crypto exchange, you have the staking option here. So when you come to staking, for example, you see how to stake. But there is a problem ordinarily. When people stake or when people want to stake, there's what called decentralized staking and there's what called centralized staking. Binance, for example, is a centralized exchange. So meaning when you're staking here, you are more of transacting in a centralized environment. Now, decentralized staking usually pays more because in decentralized staking, what simply means is you are going to meet these validators yourself. And so, okay, I want to stake with you. So you meet these validators on your own. And definitely they give you a more juicy price or a more juicy percentage that you're going to be earning annually. Now, but the problem with decentralized staking or going to meet these guys directly is the fact that If anything goes wrong, if these guys go south, for example, a validator closes up or folds up or whatever, you do not have anybody to hold for your money. So this is where centralized staking comes in. So Binance is more of acting like a middleman. Yes, you are staking on their exchange and they help you bear the risk and the losses. But in so doing, they also reduce the commission you stand to gain. So for example, you're staking on Binance. If a validator ordinarily is giving a 20% per annum as commission on staking, Binance might reduce it to 15. First of all, they are bearing risk for you, number one, so they get their own commission. And the second thing they also do is this. They give you some terms and conditions, which most times many of us cannot keep to. And since we cannot keep to it, we lose our profit on staking. Now let us do the practical here. So this is Binance, for example. This is staking. Now let's say I want to stake, okay, this, let me just look for one solid coin. Okay, FTM. I've been using FTM basically on my Zoom presentations. Let me use Solana today. So let's imagine I want to stake Solana, SOL. You can see the Solana. Now, depending on how long I want to lock, in this one you're seeing 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, and 120 days. It means how long would you be locking this coin? Now, locking a coin simply means if, for example, I choose 120 days, for example, and I've been staking, and let's say on the 90th day, meaning 30 days to go, I have an emergency, maybe the price of a coin is going up, I want to quickly sell and make some profit and wait for it to drop before I buy again. Or there's a family emergency, or there's something at all. And I now come and unlock this coin for any reason. All the commissions I should have been getting for the 90 days, I would not get them. That's because Binance has said, we are on the contract, you're going to lock, just like a fixed deposit. You're going to be locking this for 120 days. So if you unstake it between that 120 days, you lose all your commission. Now, these commissions are paid daily to Binance. So Binance determines when to release these commissions to you. This might sound abstract, but let me go to simple mathematics and explain this. Now, let us imagine this is Solana, for example. This 70% you are seeing here is annual percentage. So annual percentage yield. This is 19.47. This is what it is. Now, but there is a condition. You can choose when to lock. The lower the time you choose, the lower the percentage. So, for example, if you say you want to lock for just 90 days, you can see the 19% has reduced to 11%. If you say you want to lock for 60 days, for example, the percentage has reduced to 7.5%. If you say you want to lock for 30 days, it has reduced to 5%. Now, what is this annual percentage and how do we calculate it? Let's use the highest one, first of all, 19.47. Now, what this simply means is, if you agree to these terms and conditions, simple, I want to lock my token for 120 days at this 19.47 annual percentage yield. This is what happens. Let's calculate this. So let's imagine I'm having 10 Solana. So let me just go to my calculator. So I'm having 10 Solana, for example, and okay, let me just use a round figure, 100 Solana, 19.47. So 19.47%, and I'm having 100 Solana, like I said, times 100. So it simply means that in a year, ordinarily, if I'm going to be locking 100 Solana, for example, in a year, I should get 19 Solana as my commission, just taking this. So this is the idea. If you are leaving your Solana, for example, ordinarily, you are not doing anything with it in your exchange, your 100 Solana will still be your 100 Solana at the end of 1 year. Nothing is changing. But if you're going to be staking it, your 100 Solana will turn to 119.47 Solana at the end of a year. Now, but what do you now know, or how do you now know what you're going to be getting every blessed day? So what you now do is going to be 19.47. This is what you're getting in a year, divided by how many days do you have in a year? 365. So it simply means every blessed day, you're going to be getting 0.005. Now, you're going to be locking your coins for 120 days, right? So 0.005 theory, let me just use the 0.0. Okay, sorry, let me just make 19.47 divided by 365. Okay, 0.05. Okay, so 0.05 theory times 120 days So it therefore means that if you're going to be locking that same 100 Solana for 4 months, which is 120 days, you're supposed to get extra 6 Solana. And the validators, they pay this every blessed day to your account. But Binance holds it. So for example, every day now, you're locking 100 Solana. And every day you're supposed to be getting 0.053. Every day you're getting this. Binance will keep on holding it. They won't release it to you. Your 100 Solana will be there normal, but this additional profit won't be released to you. So the moment something happens and it is not yet 120 days, you decide to unstake whatever it is based on emergency or whatever, that's money now. Let's imagine you have staked for 90 days, 5 times 90 days. So the small 4 Solana you should have made, because you are now unlocking before when you are supposed to unlock, you now get 0, meaning Binance does not give you any commission. So in other words, Binance keeps this 4 extra Solana, which should have come to you as commission. They keep it to themselves because you broke the term of contract. So this is how these guys are kind of cashing out on us. Now, some group of experts headed by Suki Chen, they've been in this business for a long time, and they've come out to say, okay, we know this is the in and out of staking business and the rest. Why don't we create a platform where people, first of all, people do not have to go to centralized exchanges. Now, one problem with a centralized exchange like Binance, for example, is, a centralized exchange can be hacked. Binance can come and tell you, for example, now that we're locking your account based on we're suspecting your transactions and the rest. So a centralized exchange still gives you some limitations like a bank would give you. Even though crypto happens to be decentralized, but when you're transacting crypto in a centralized exchange, you still have the same limitations of a bank. So first of all, Suki Chen and his team has come out to say, why don't we create, first of all, a decentralized place? So we're going to be having a decentralized wallet. As you can see, they've already created a decentralized wallet here. Okay. So this is the Streakk wallet. So this wallet is a decentralized wallet. Simply put, once you are setting up this wallet, they give you your recovery phrase, 12 recovery phrase, just the same way you have on Trust Wallet. Trust Wallet is also a decentralized wallet. Now, if anything happens to your recovery phrase, nobody can help you. That's the more reason. Let me just start giving you these tips now. So when you're writing a recovery phrase, you need to put it in somewhere very secure. And more advisably, do not save it online. Do not go and save it in your Google Drive or somewhere, because if your Gmail or your email is hacked and these things are leaked, whoever has access to your recovery phrase has access to your account. So preferably, if you have a cold wallet or if you can write it somewhere, cold storage, not an online storage, it's going to be better off for you. Now, with this wallet, these guys are now saying you can just put your money in this wallet. And as soon as the money enters and you click on nodes, you can now tell them, okay, I want to delegate this crypto I'm holding. So let's say I have 100 Solana. So I put my Solana in my wallet. And once I give the go ahead, my Solana is automatically delegated to validators by the Streakk ecosystem, by the Streakk wallet itself. Now, this is where their solution is coming in. So if this money is delegated, for example, now let's use, I also talk about, they have their own coin, but let me talk about a general coin. For example, let's use US, or let's use Smart Chain, BNB. So in a year, I'm supposed to get 15% commission ordinarily on BNB. So let's say I'm locking up 100 BNB, for example. So 15% of 100 BNB. So 15% of 100 BNB is about 15 BNB. So if in a year, for me locking 100 BNB, I'm going to get 15 BNB. So 15 divided by 365 days. It therefore means every blessed day, I'm going to be getting 0.04 BNB. Now, the beautiful thing about this is, unlike Binance that will keep on locking it till you reach a down, they will tell you you need to lock your crypto for a particular amount of time or something. Every blessed day, you're not locking anything. Every blessed day, this 0.041 BNB is coming to your wallet. Every day is coming. And if you decide there's an emergency and you want to remove or you want to transfer out of Streakk, you want to quickly go and sell on an exchange, nothing, you're not losing your profits. All your profits are coming in as it's supposed to be. So it's more like, yes, you're using the Streakk wallet, but you are, from the Streakk wallet, you're accessing these validators. And these validators are well selected and they are trusted validators. So the transaction is done automatically. So as your crypto is being delegated to them, but it is not locked. Meaning if you need your crypto today, you collect it today, and all the profits, let's imagine you decide to now stake for, 0.004, 0.04, for example, 0.041, and you decide to now stake for 20 days. For that 20 days that you decided to stake, you get 0.082. If you unlock on that day, or you decide to unlock on that day, you are not losing anything. 0.082 BNB is in your wallet. Guys, this is massive. I'm sure many of you must have attended the Global Zoom presentation. You're like, these guys are speaking grammar. This is just the ABC representation of what this opportunity is offering you. Now, but before we do that, one of the things you also need to know, and by the way, I think I have a free book for all those who are here on this Zoom call. And for those who will be watching this on YouTube, the link to download that book will also be in the description. It's a small book I've put together, basically, and it's on sale on Amazon KDP for about $5 thereabouts. But I'm giving it to you free of charge. Now, what's this book going to teach you? It's going to teach you how to be able to identify legit crypto projects, the questions you need to ask. Most times when you attend Zoom meetings, they also tell you do your own research, or you watch YouTube videos, they tell you do your own research. Many of us are not even do our own research. So these are some questions you need to ask. And one major question you need to ask is the first one I've asked already. What is the problem these guys are solving? Then the next question you need to ask is, who is the team the team behind this project? So for example, imagine you're having a crypto project and all the team behind the project, no one is crypto inclined, no one is having a name, no one is a big name in crypto. Just imagine how it is. Perhaps maybe one is a bank manager somewhere that has never dealt with crypto before. You should be worried because your team should be able to tally with what they are offering. And that is why we have like a very amazing team here. First of all, the head of this project is Suki Chen. And this is a seasoned entrepreneur with a whole lot of proven track records. On your own, you can search on Google and get what you want to find about him. And he has a whole lot of awards: top national director, FWD Insurance, Platinum Life Achiever, and One Life. And he's an advisor to 5+ blockchain projects and has raised over $600 million. This is a household name, especially in the Asian world when it comes to crypto. Now, he's not just working alone, he's working with a team. And what we need to do right now is let's go to the Streakk website, so streakk.io. And when you come here to the team, you can get to see the profile of those he's working with. You can also get to connect with the team directly on LinkedIn. So for example, once you click on this LinkedIn sign here, you get to connect it directly to Suki Chen's LinkedIn page. You get to follow him and message him and see his profile as well. Now, but when we go down a little bit further, you can get to see the other people in the team, Corey Abraham. So these are people you can also connect with, message, look up, now you can now do your own research. Okay, so you can see places he has worked before now: senior developer, Sphinx Solution, technical manager, OPay, security solution architect for PayPal, fraud investigator for eBay. This is the profile of one of those working in the team. So you have a couple of them. This is Gary Bilic, okay? Now, this is somebody who has worked with Cardano from 2019 to 2021. From 2017 to 2019, he has worked with Ripple. He's a full stack developer and a senior software engineer. These are some niggas or some men, sorry for using that word. These are some men in the team, okay? Now, another thing you also need to pay attention to is the white paper. I'm giving you places where you can find these resources yourself so you can go through them. The white paper of any project is something you need to go, because there you find the roadmap, you find the solutions these guys are bringing to the table. So simply come here and click on white paper. So once you click on white paper, all this grammar I'm speaking here will be well explained and you get to understand the directions these guys are coming from. And the beautiful thing about this project and why I'm enthusiastic and always smiling when I'm doing my presentation on this project is the fact that it's not a copycat project, meaning it's a project that is new. It's a technology that is new. It is not to say, okay, someone is already doing it, so one will now do our own. It's more like they are the new competitors. They are the originals. So subsequently, you're going to find competitors in this project. But right now, it's now your turn to either roll with the real original ideas of a project that is going to expand and is going to blow, or you keep on waiting until it becomes successful, and next thing you start looking for the next competitor to enter the project with. So timing is also something you need to know in crypto. Now, what other things that this guy is bringing to the table? Now, we've talked about the main solution. That is not just what they are bringing to the table. Now, they're also bringing what we call, okay, in fact, they're bringing so many things. I don't know where to start from, but let me just continue in the order. Now, so this is the idea. Remember I said something about the current problems. So let's look at the current. Now, the first of all, current problem is we have a whole lot of idle funds on exchanges. Over 1 trillion worth of crypto is sitting idle. People are not doing anything with it. Now, even those who perhaps want to stake, because of trust, they cannot stake on their own. They cannot go to decentralized staking platforms. They cannot locate these validators on their own. So they need to use centralized platforms like Binance to stake. But now, since they are staking on Binance, they don't have full control because Binance tells them they're locking up this. If you go against this contract, you lose every profit that you have been getting. So this is another problem. And the second one is technical knowledge, how to even do the staking and all that. So these guys have come to solve the solution to tell you, with our wallets, all you need to do is put money in the wallet. And the beautiful thing is everybody can use this, whether you are registered or not. But if you want to be a registered member of Streakk, then that is where you now get added benefits. And it is this added benefits we are about entering right about now. Now, what are these added benefits? Now, Streakk offers what we call nodes. Now, nodes basically are just computer software is basically where these are where validators use in validating transactions. And for every transaction that is validated, new cryptocurrencies are generated. So the company tells you you can get to purchase a node or to own a node. And in buying a node from Streakk, there are some added advantages. Now, let us begin with the basic of the advantage. Now, a node ordinarily, buying a node on your own could be very expensive, but Streakk has offered various packages in such a way that you can decide to buy a shared node. Shared node, as the name implies, simply means different people are contributing together and are running a node, or you can decide to buy a dedicated node, meaning this node is dedicated to you, and you can buy a dedicated node pro. Now, each of these node packages come in various prices and come with various advantages. Now, the shared node with as low as $100, you can purchase a shared node for yourself. What is the advantage of a shared node? Now, with the shared node, you get extra 2% from staking. What does this mean? Let's go back to the Streakk wallet. So, for example, if you come to the Streakk wallet, these are some coins. More coins are to be added, and in fact, big announcements coming next week, Saturday, and I hope it's the announcement we're all expecting. But let's look at this. Imagine Polkadot. By default, to stake Polkadot, you're getting 16%. This is for unregistered users, those who are just using the wallet on their own. If they are staking here, they're getting 16% per annum. And I'm sure by now you already know how we calculate the per annum. Now, if you're a registered member and you're having a shared node, you get extra 2% on whatever coin you're staking. So meaning an ordinary person who is taking Polkadot, who is not a registered Streakk member, while the person gets 16%, you who is a registered Streakk member, you get 18%, 16% plus 2%. That's because you're using a shared node. For somebody who has $5,000, the big shots in the house, and are able to get a dedicated node, whatever it is you are staking, you get extra 5%. So if you are staking Polkadot, this will be 21%, Cardano will be 20%, USDT will be 19%, Polygon will be 20%, extra 5%. Now, what this simply means is you have the option of connecting your Streakk.io account directly to your wallet. There's a binding. You can bind your wallet to your account. And this is, this year, this will be coming live in the month of September. And with the CEO's meeting, which is coming up this Saturday, we're all waiting for that big announcement and the steps on how to do that. So guys, this is going to be massive. And if you are hearing about this right now, the more reason you need to take action. Now, if you are also having a dedicated node pro. So added 8%. What this simply means is, while an ordinary person will get 15, you get 15 plus 8, which is 23. For Polkadot, for example, you get 16 plus 8, which is 24, and so on and so forth. Now, this is part one. And these are what's it called now? This offer is for 7 years, meaning once you get a node, your node runs for 7 good years. No alter. So once you've done it for the next 7 years. This is the commission you'll be getting on whatever it is you are staking. Guys, this is not a joke. Then number 2, how do you make money? Number 2, once you get a node, the company has a token which is called STKK. That's the Streakk token. Before we talk about this token, I want us to go to CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap. These are the 2 biggest crypto aggregators, and search for this token. So CoinGecko.com. So I'm just going to search for STKK. So this is a token at $122. At some time, 2 to 3 months ago, this token was actually less than $1. But when you see a token that is geared towards value creation, you would not be surprised when you see it moving the way it is moving right now, guys. Okay, so what is this Streakk token? Now, this token is a token that is meant to run within the ecosystem. All right. Now, before we even go to the other parts, let's talk about this. Let's complete this before I take you into the token proper so I don't miss out on this. Now, the moment you're buying any node, now the company gives you an equal amount of the token. So for example, let's say you're buying a $100 node. The company gives you $100 worth of STKK. So if STKK now is around $122, $100 worth of STKK will be around 0.8 STKK thereabouts. So the company gives you this token, okay? But the token is not released to you. It's going to be frozen, and it will be unfrozen to be released to you after 100 weeks lock period. So the token is yours. You see it on your dashboard, but after 100 weeks period, then it's unfrozen to you and is available for withdrawal. Then the next thing is you get 2% weekly stable passive income. Meaning if you, what's it called now? If you buy a node of $100, for example, every week you get 2%, which will be $2 every week worth of STKK. This will be given to you in STKK, okay, for 100 weeks. All right, so 2% every week for the next 100 weeks. So for somebody who is on the 5K package, 2% of 5K would be around, let's check that. So 2% of $5,000. So that will be $100 worth of STKK every blessed week for the next 100 weeks. Guys, this is super, super massive. This is massive. So these are the 3 ways you're earning. Basically, this other 2, it's a way of helping you stock some of STKK. And talking about the prospect of STKK is what we would be doing now. But this is the main offer here, okay? So 2% on a shared node, then dedicated node 5% extra on staking, then dedicated node pro 8% extra on staking. Remember, the percentage is a per annum percentage, not daily, monthly, or weekly. It's a per annum percentage, and you calculated the way we calculated it at the beginning of this call. Then these other 2 options or the 2 offers here, basically to help you be a part of this coin or be a part of this project. Now, why is this STKK a token that has value? Now, these guys are working towards creating their own blockchain, which is already in process. And on their roadmap, okay, by 2024, the Streakk blockchain should be fully effective and it should take over the market with their projections. Now, talking on the blockchains, they are capitalizing on the weaknesses of previous existing blockchains to also build a blockchain that would, counter the weaknesses and build more strength. So, for example, Bitcoin is a first generation blockchain. Ethereum, a second generation blockchain, which capitalized on the weakness of Bitcoin to improve. Now, they are coming with theirs, which would be a third generation blockchain. Now, what are the limitations they want to work on from the first and the second generation? First of all, transaction per second, meaning while Bitcoin does 3 plus transaction per second, Ethereum does 12 plus transaction per second. Streakk, at its fully effective stage, should do over 100,000 transactions per second, meaning the speed should be lightning fast. Then talking about their fees, while Bitcoin has an average fee of $19.26, Ethereum has an average transaction fee of 14.7. SDKK is going to have an average transaction fee of $0.0001. Talking about transaction confirmation, how long does it take for transaction to be confirmed? BTC has an average of 10 to 60 minutes. Ethereum has 10 to 20 seconds. Streakk, at its prime and fully effective stage, should have a transaction speed of 2 to 4 seconds. And the energy use of Bitcoin, 885 plus kilowatts of KW. The engineers in the house will know this calculation of electricity. For Ethereum, 102 plus, while for Streakk, at its fully effective stage, should have 0.0012. I'm talking about the scalability of Bitcoin, very low, meaning how it can be utilized in by various other projects. Ethereum medium, these guys want to have a very, very high scalability. So guys, this is one of the reasons why you need to be an early holder of STKK. Now, another reason why you also need to be an early holder of STKK is the fact that the maximum supply of this coin is very limited. Now, what do I mean by very limited? For those of us who have been into crypto, you know the whole law of demand and supply. If you are into a project and the supply, okay, let me just show you this on a practical level, so you can also know why we are anticipating that the price of this coin is gonna do wonders. Let's go to market cap, for example. Let me show you a little bit on demand and supply. Now, for example, on Bitcoin, the total supply of Bitcoin is about 21 million. I mean, you can never have more than 21 million Bitcoin. So even if we are like 7 to 8 billion people in the world, and all of us decide to become crypto experts or crypto traders or want to hold crypto, 8 million or 7 to 8 billion of us will be continuously dragging for 21 million Bitcoin. Now, the circulating supply is about 19 million, meaning only 19 million Bitcoin have been mined. You get the point? So you can now see considerably Bitcoin circulating supply and maximum supply is very low. That is why you can see the price here very high. Now, Ethereum is a little bit higher. So for Ethereum, we have about 122 million Ethereum, and you can see the price is just here about $1,000. But you can also see some tokens that have high market capitalization, but their price, no degree rise, is always less than $1. And here we go. This is, for example, Doge, for example. This is about 132 billion Doge in supply. So that is why even if the market capitalization increases, it has one of the highest market capitalization. It's number 10. When we talk of market capitalization among all the crypto coins, it is not yet up to $1. It's still around 0.06. Even Polkadot, that is number 11 when it comes to market cap, is higher than this. Even DAI is higher than Dogecoin, simply because of what the supply. And this is also a weakness that these guys have also worked on in such a way that their maximum supply is 10 million. Now, 10 million, as you can see, given to us here on CoinGecko. And other than that, these guys are continuously burning their coin, meaning it is a deflationary token. Now, once you're in a project that is deflationary, you can breathe well, because the more these tokens are taken out of existence, deflationary simply means some of these tokens are being burnt, meaning they're taken out of existence. So the more tokens are taken out of existence, the more the supply keeps on reducing. And if there is a considerable increase in demand, this will now depend on the value these guys are offering. So if there's a considerable increase in demand, then you can be rest assured that the price of that coin would always be on an upward trend. I don't know if you get the explanation. Now, not to talk of when the project also is a community-driven project as well, that has an active community that are highly involved in it. You can be rest assured that this token would do well. That is why, for example, even while Bitcoin over the last few days did up to minus 7 to 10%, you can see this project is still on a steady growth. That is because it is a project that is facing real life situation. It has real life problems to solve. People are interacting with it. There is a community around it. So you can be rest assured that the normal law of demand and supply is going to follow. No matter what happens in the market, in as far as the demand is always above the supply, the price would always be balanced. So guys, now, but one thing you need to know also about deflationary projects is the fact that some deflationary projects can be scamish. What this means is they can tell you they are burning coins, but they are not burning their coins, meaning they're just deceiving everyone. So when they tell you we have burned so and so number of coins, what happens is they take those coins back, the company holds them back. And with those coins that they remove them from the market, quite all right, but they are not completely destroyed. The company keeps them in their own wallet. And what happens? They can get to use the same tokens to inflate the price or deflate the price. They control the market with those same tokens that they claim to burn. And that is why these guys have come out to say, look, you can monitor whenever we tell you we are burning, we are actually burning, and they give you the burn address once you come to streakk.io and you scroll down, you get to see the burn address here. So clicking on this burn address, you can get to monitor all the transactions that are done on this wallet. So for example, when you come here to burn, for example, this was like the last burn, which was some days back. You get to see the amount of tokens that were burnt and the amount of tokens we have left and all that. So when you come down here and you see, okay, so the token was transferred from the Streakk developer to a burn address, a null address, meaning this a non-existing address. If a company wants to scam, they will tell you it's a burn, but they will transfer it from their normal address to another hidden address. So a null address simply tells you it's going to a non-existent address, meaning this is an actual burning. And this was a burning of over 8 million of this token, 8 million Streakk. You can see this here. So guys, this is a project that is not joking. So this is a project that I am actually convinced about them because other than any other thing, the value they are offering alone is massive. Now, when we even go back and you want to get to monitor the validators, so you can see this is a proof of validators. You click here alone, you come to the validators. So this is Polkadot.subscan. So you can see these various validators they are working with and all that. And also, when you come to the slide, you can also get to see their partnership, okay? Working with all nodes, staking facilities, staking, upper stake, off stake, block stake, this is Stakefish, RockX, and these are the guys they are working with their partners, and these are real, validators and crypto staking companies, and this is massive. Then there's one more thing I want to show you on CoinGecko, why I'm also excited about this project. Let me come to CoinGecko and search for STKK. Okay. So let me go to more info and let me go to the Explorer. So as at present, this is directly on their Explorer. As at present, the total supply is around 13 million STKK. And you can now understand why the burning is a continuous one, because their max supply is supposed to be at 10 million. So they keep on burning till they get to the level of their max supply. Now, also, one very interesting thing I love about this also is the holders, the address. We have over 14,000 addresses holding STKK as at present, meaning it's a coin that people are actually getting to hold. I don't know if you get it. So it's not just a coin that one main address is holding bulk of it and, it appears just the company has it. So 14,000 wallets presently holding this. And basically, this will tell you that, yes, people are actively holding or a part of this project and, they are watching to see how it goes. So would you be one of those who subsequently, would be a holder of this crypto token, or would you be one of those who would allow another amazing opportunity passed by. Now, there's also one beautiful thing about this project is they also offer an affiliate system, which we also say a compensation plan thereabout. Now, basically, I'm not really too, this is not really my field. Mine is to do the technicalities, but I have someone in the house, Mr. Marcus, who will tell us more about what is the other way we can make money, especially for those of us who are affiliate market. I'm sure the affiliate marketers here right now will be like, oh, Alex, this one is, you're talking crypto. Is there any opportunity for an affiliate marketer or a networker to make money from this? For crying out loud, this is one of the legit projects that any networker would, in my opinion, but I always recommend doing your own research, but in my opinion, would not regret marketing. Now, and the beautiful thing about network marketing or affiliate marketing, it's a bridge builder. It builds the bridge between the rich and the poor. So even if you do not have money to get a dedicated node of $5,000, but you have the mouth to introduce, just the same way I'm having mouth. I don't have money, but I have mouth, right? Then I'm having this mouth to introduce this project to you. You can also get a dedicated node on your own. It's at this point I would have to leave the floor for my senior boss, Mr. Marcus. I don't know if he's still in the Zoom meeting. Okay. He is presently not in the Zoom meeting. I hope okay, he's here. Okay, Mr. Marcus, the floor is now open for you to lead us through.
Yeah, thank you so much. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, depending on which part of the world you are hearing us from at this point in time. Thank you so much, Mr. Alex, for doing justice to this wonderful opportunity. Indeed, from my own due diligence, is a go for me, and it's also a win-win for me. And one thing I will tell you is that you also have to do your own due diligence and be sure that it's something you are ready to do. But from what I've seen so far, is something that I'm ready to put everything into in order for me to actualize everything that the company have to offer. So straight away, without wasting much of your time, I want to go straight into the compensation plan. The company is building a community. You all know that every crypto project is driven by a community. That is the reason some companies or some projects, they do what is called a ICO, some does what is known as a airdrop and the rest of that. But we, or the Streakk project team, they decided that this is the way they want to use the word of mouth, the affiliate program, to push this project and raise a great community of holders for this very token. So invariably, what this company is saying is that if you look at what you can see on the screen, you are seeing 70%. That is to also show you a company that is not selfish, a company that is generous, because most companies that you and I know before now, they take the highest percentage and give the community little to share. But what this company is doing is that they are giving the community so much and they are taking little that they think is enough to maintain the system and to drive the project to the next level. So that is what we are seeing there. So as a community, this company pay up to 70% of the affiliate program income. What do I mean by that? Please, Mr. Alex, help me to increase the font a little, the size a little. So what this company say? Good, thank you. Thank you, yeah, I'm okay. Now on the level bonus, which is the uni level bonus, you earn up to 56%, 56% of the uni level bonus. Then on the rank royalty, we earn up to $4 million. Earn up to $4 million. Then on the global lifetime pool, we earn up to 10%. You see, this is what the company pays out to their affiliate member, those who took it upon themselves to drive this project, to refer this project to people that they know, and to refer this project to their church member, their community member, their friends, their loved ones, and the likes of it. So now, what do we mean by levels or uni level? What this simply means is that when you came into the project, haven't heard about what this project had to offer, and you think is very, very nice, man has a mind of sharing opportunity with his fellow man. You've checked this project out, you felt, oh, this project is wonderful. You want to tell your friend as well, for your friend to be a part of this project. It's not necessarily because you want to make money. At my early stage in MLM industry, the driving force then was to make money. But there came a stage in my life, the driving force is no longer to make money, but to help other people earn a standard living. Because by the grace of God, I have made money, and I'm still making money, but the sole aim at a particular point in time, or at this my stage, is helping others to make and actualize their financial goal and dreams. So that is the driving force. You may be listening to me at this point in time. Your aim is to probably to make money, make more money. It's not a bad thing, but if you get to a point where you have made money, you actually realize that it's not just all about you making money, but helping other people to earn a standard living. So the company says, when you go out of your way to tell a friend about this awesome opportunity, so that they can benefit from it, because generally we that are into the crypto space, we have been in it, and we hold our various coins, like my brother have explained. We hold our coin in various wallets and in various exchanges, centralized and decentralized. And when we are not a trader, when we are not trading, we just decide to hold this coin. Many a times, apart from the appreciation of the coin, we don't get any other thing. We don't get any other thing. So now people who are holders, we really appreciate this opportunity. Instead of just holding your coin and you are not getting anything for it, why don't you hold it? Or why don't you give your crypto, the feather to fly? What do I mean? Why don't you give it the opportunity to generate itself? Why don't you earn in crypto? Why you are holding it? Why you are fully in charge of your crypto? Why you have full access to your coin anytime, any day, and it's still generating itself or reproducing itself for you? So that is what this is all about. That is why I know in particular that so many holders are going to love this awesome opportunity, and so many traders too are going to love it. Because if you are trading in crypto, many times you may not trade every day. Even when you trade every day, that coin that you are trading with settles or stays in a particular wallet. For the period it's going to stay there, if it's going to be on a Streakk wallet, you are going to earn on it. So that is a beautiful thing about this awesome opportunity. So now let's go straight to the level bonus, 56%. Now in the level bonus, we earn from level 1 to level 15. Level 1 to level 15. So by the first of it is known as your direct referrals, people you personally refer, people you personally share this opportunity with. I get me. The fastest way any business grows in life is honestly on radio advert. It's the word of mouth. So when you decide to share this opportunity with a friend because you are benefiting from it, either because you are enjoying the Streakk wallet and you decide to share it with a friend, or simply because you joined and you saw the 2% you are earning every week and you decide to share it with a friend, the company is going to appreciate you for doing that. What the company says is that any person you are personally referring that is buying the node, any value of the node the person is buying, you are entitled to 15%. And one thing I also find so amazing about this opportunity is that this company did not put a limit. What do I mean by a limit? Many projects that we have known in the past is that when you buy a node with a lower value, and you are bringing someone who is buying a higher node, for instance, you don't earn the same percentage with the person that is buying a higher node. I'm using node now in this instance, but I'm referring to other MLM businesses or affiliate programs that I have done in the past. So most times there's always this segregation between those that enter with a particular amount and those that enter with a higher amount. But this company says, no, we are all going to enjoy the same benefits. So in this case, this company made it possible for all fingers to be equal. So if you are buying a share node, for instance, of $100, and you are bringing somebody who is buying a dedicated node or a dedicated node pro with $5,000 or $25,000, you are still going to earn what? 15% of the value of the node that person is buying. Isn't that awesome? That is wonderful. That is on the people you personally refer. And the company says on the ones those ones refer. This is where the book of I read that is The Rich Dad Poor Dad, one of his book known as OPM, that I read, other people's money, other people's effort, and other people's time. If you have read some of his book, you come across this. This is where I really appreciate it more. You know, it in the affiliate program. I have brought Mr. A, or I have brought Mr. James to this business, and James has bought his node and is enjoying the node, any 2% on it. Why James is given STKK what the value of the node he bought, and James decided to share with his friend that I don't know, because James is my friend, but not all James's friends are my friend. I get me. I have James as friend, and James probably have 10 other friends that are not my friend, that are his friend. And if James decide to share this opportunity with 10 of his friends, and 5 of them decide to what? Buy into this project, I'm still going to enjoy 10%. Why James will enjoy 15% of the work of the node. So if James' friends decide to go and bring their own friend that James does not even know, and James wasn't there when his friend was talking, his 10 friends were telling their own friends about this opportunity, what am I trying to say? There was no James input in helping his friends to talk to his other friends. They just went out on their own based on what they are enjoying from the business, share the opportunity with them, and they decide to join the business. While James is sleeping, James is still going to enjoy 10%, while I will enjoy 7%, while the people that brought, James' friend that brought their friends, they will enjoy 50%. That is at what? My own 3rd generation. So at my 4th generation, I'm enjoying 5%. At my 5th generation, I'm enjoying 5%. At my 6th and 7th generation, I'm enjoying 2%. Then at my 8th to 13th generation, I'm enjoying 1%. Then at my 14th and 15th generation, I'm enjoying 2%. You know, the deeper it goes, the more it becomes sweeter. For those of us who may not have really toyed this part of affiliate program before, many a time when you present an opportunity, you say, why is it lower at the bottom? Because that is where the money is. How many people can you personally share this opportunity with? Probably just your 5 friends, or your 10 friends, your 2 friends. But those 2 friends have their other 20 friends. And those 20 friends have other 100 friends. So the deeper it goes, the more money you make. So even where you are earning 15%, you cannot compare it to where you are earning 1%, because you have more people at that level. So that is where I also appreciate this wonderful opportunity. Haven't achieved all that or enjoyed all this, the company says, when you start ranking, we want to what? Give you more benefit. The trade level, you are just warming up into the leadership. Nothing goes to you for now in terms of bonus or award or recognition. But when you become a peer ranked member, how do you become a peer ranked member? The company says all you need to become a peer ranked member is for you and your team to generate a total of, or sell a node worth $5,000. When you and your team sold nodes worth $5,000, you become what? A peer rank member. And there's a formula to this, and I want to get it. There's always a formula of 40, 40, 20. Now, let me clear some area, or clear this area very well. The company is not saying 3 persons must produce this. No, but they're only telling you that no matter what one leg or one person generate for you, let one person generate 100,000, they are only going to take 40% of that 100,000 added to other legs. I get me. So don't think that one person generating you $1 million will qualify you for all the ranks. So that is why you must have at least some good number of people under you to take you to those ranks. So invariably, if you have 5 persons under you, for instance, and each of the 5 produce 1,000, you are still qualified. So it's not restricted to just 3 persons alone, 40, 40, 20. No. So the company says once you and your team generate a total of 5,000, you become a peer member. And as a peer member, you are awarded $200. You are not giving that $200 immediately cash. Rather, that $200, you instantly, the moment you qualify, instantly, you will earn 20% of it. Then the remaining 80% will be broken into 4 months. So on a monthly basis, on the same day you qualify for that rank, each of the percentage for that month will drop in your account. So while you are still enjoying that, the company says when you and your team generate or made a total sale of node worth $10,000, not fresh $10,000, you already have 5,000 that qualify for pair. Add $5,000 to it, you and your team, you become what? A Sapphire. As a Sapphire rank member, you are awarded $400 in the same, following the same formula. 20 given to you instantly, the other 80 broken into 4 months. And on the day you qualified of each of the month, that value for that month will drop. So now, another beautiful thing I observe about this opportunity is that the ones we have been fortunate to do in the past, even though we made money from them, they were quite different from this. So this is higher, or this is more beneficial compared to those ones. What do I mean? In this regard, many at times, when you qualify for a fresh rank, the any of the old rank will stop. Then they will start paying you on the fresh rank. But in this case, it doesn't stop. So if you are already earning as a peer member and you qualify as a Sapphire member, you will keep earning as a peer member while you are also earning what you qualified for as a Sapphire member. The same thing when you qualify for Sapphire 25. How do you qualify for Sapphire 25? All you need is $25,000 worth of node bought under your team, under your structure. You qualify for Sapphire 25. So for that Sapphire 25, as you are, the same thing that happens, what do you qualify? You qualify for $1,000. 20% is paid to you instantly. You don't request for it. You don't tell the company I have qualified, pay me. The moment that point is hit, if any of your team members click a button and all that is left for you to qualify for that rank is just $100. The moment the $100 hits your account, instantly you are credited the 20%. Then the other 80% is broken into 4 months. So it's possible within the 4 months, while you are earning from a peer ranked level, you have qualified up the Sapphire 25. It means that in that particular month, you will earn as a peer member the percentage meant for that month. You will earn as a Sapphire member the percentage meant for that month, and you will earn as a Sapphire 25 qualified member the percentage meant for that month. So God helping us, or God blessing you, you are able to move from Sapphire 25 to the next rank within the 4 months. You will earn from all of them. So what is the next rank? Please help me to enlarge the screen and scroll a little. Good. Thank you. Thank you. The next rank is Emerald. Emerald, what do you need to qualify for Emerald? You only need 100. Sorry, the next rank is Ruby, rather. Ruby. What do you need to qualify for Ruby? All you need is just $50,000 worth of node bought under you, under your structure. Not fresh 50,000 like I've been emphasizing since. You already have 25,000 that qualify you for Sapphire 25. All the company is saying add 25 to your existing 25, you qualify. So in this business, there's no flushing of points. There's no wiping away of points. Everything you start doing from the day you join till the lifetime of this business is cumulative. So you earn, at that level, you qualify for $2,000, and instantly you are paid 20%, while the other 80% is broken into 4 months. Then the next rank is Emerald. All you need is 100,000. You already have 50. Add 50 to your 50. You qualify for what? Emerald rank member. And that is what? $4,000 paid to you in the same order that I've been explaining. Then the next rank is Diamond. All you need is 250,000 worth of node bought under your team. You qualify for Diamond and you earn $10,000, and you are paid in the order of 20% instantly, 80% broken into 4 months. Then the next rank is double diamond, which require 500,000 worth of note bought under you or bought by your team. You qualify for $20,000, 20% paid instantly, while the other 80% is broken into 4 months. Now, let me make you understand something. This company is barely 2 months old. We are the early adopter of this project. We are the early birds. If you take advantage of it, if you spread this information the way you should spread this information, I'm assuring you, 12 months down the line, you will be happy that you did. Many a times why people don't reach great height in MLM industry is because they easily give up along the line. And of which, in our various work that we are doing, if we are employed, we stay on that job for 5 years, many a time 10 years, 20 years. We are working for someone, and we are doing something that will not give us financial freedom, that will not give us time freedom. But if you will stay in a project like this for dedicatedly, committedly, and doing it for 12 months, you would have what? Assassinate or eliminate poverty from your lineage for life. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. That is a simple truth. So don't look at the figure as being big. If you stay on it, the information will spread. There will come a time in 1 month, you will see your team generating up to 20, 50,000 points. If even everybody is entering what? $100. That is the truth, because by your time your team grows from being only you to 5 of you, from 5 to 10, from 10 to 25, at a certain level, you lose count. And people will be pouring in every month. Imagine you have 100 people in your team, and the 100 person, each of them bringing just one person or two person in a month. It will be, by the time you sleep and wake up at the end of the month, you are like, how did it happen? So that is how some of us made money in this affiliate program that we have run in the past. We stayed on it. We followed it. We told ourselves, whatever the company has to offer, we are going to achieve all. So the next rank, like I was saying, is a triple diamond. Triple diamond, you need just $1 million. And for $1 million, you will earn $40,000 following the same order I explained earlier. The next rank is crown diamond. Crown diamond, you just need $2 million, not fresh $2 million. You already have $1 million, add $1 million to it, you and your team. You became a crown diamond, you earn $80,000. Then the next rank is royal crown diamond. All you need is $5 million worth of sales. You already have $2 million, add $3 million to it, you and your team. You become what? A royal crown diamond, where you earn $200,000 in the order of 20% instantly, 80% broken into 4 months. Then the next rank is vice president. All you need is $10 million worth of notes sold under you. Then you qualify for $400,000. 400,000 in that order. These are some of the things. If you have ever heard people qualify for house award, and the company gave them X and Y thousands of dollars to build the house of their choice, this is how it came about. They stayed in those businesses, some of them 3 years, some of them 4 years, and they achieved this. You understand? And I tell you, there's no industry that have created or raised more millionaire than the MLM industry. This is the industry that raised more millionaire globally. You can do your research. I get me. And these people work from their position of rest or from their comfort zone. Let me put it that way, in the sense that they don't go to work every day, but they just dress up in the morning, go about their job for 2 hours or 3 hours or 4 hours. They come back home and have rest. And at the end of the day, they project themselves, and in less than 2, 3, 4 years, they are financially free. And this is something that some people are working to achieve for 20 years, 30 years, and they never get to achieve it. So now you have opportunity in the crypto space, the fastest growing industry, to achieve this. Take advantage of it. Then the next rank is senior vice president. All you need is $30 million worth of sales in your team. Then you qualify for senior vice president, where you take home $1.2 million. The next rank is global president. all you need is $50 million worth of sales. You qualify for $2 million. Can I see is that the end, please? Okay, yeah, that is the last of the
Hello, Mr. Marcus. I don't know. We can't hear you. I don't know if you're having network issues.
At what point did you stop hearing me, please?
No, we heard you when you finished global president.
Okay,
so it's
okay, good. Okay. I don't know what happened. I just saw myself muted. Okay. So I'm always excited when I see global lifetime bonus. It means that once you get to this level, for life, you are earning this. It's amazing. It's amazing. I just want you to have that picture. Can you tell yourself, in the next 90 days, in the next 60 days, at least I want to become minimum, let me just put it that way, I want to be a Sapphire 25 ranked member. When you get to this level, and every month the company is sharing 2.5% to everybody at this level. For those of us in Nigeria, I know that we have people from different parts of the world on this Zoom tonight. For those of us in Nigeria, let's say you are getting $500 to $1,000 on a monthly basis for a work you did for 90 days or for 60 days. Is it worth it? If it is worth it, drop your comment in the chat box. Is it worth it? If you put your effort, you put this business in the next 60 days to 90 days, and you hit this rank, and you start sharing 2.5% on a monthly basis from this company says, and that 2.5% is just between $500 to $1,000 every month. Do you think it's worth it? Do you think it can pay some bills? You understand me? Do you think it can pay some bills? Do you think it's worth the effort to put it for that 90 days? Let me know in the chat box. Thank you so much. So it's worth it. I don't know which other part of the world you are listening to this presentation from tonight, but I must tell you, it is worth it. At least $500 can pay bills, pay a NEPA bill, pay water bill conveniently for most part of Africa countries. You know, for most part of Africa, you can pay NEPA bill, pay a water bill, and pay some other bill conveniently. And this is something you just put in 90 days or 60 days. And this is 60 days, not as if it's the only thing you are doing. And let me tell you, if you do it for 60 days, that work you did for 60 days will pay you. I'm telling you, it will pay you for 5 years at least, if not for life. That is the truth, because the people you successfully brought in within that period that qualify you for this, they would all want to be like you, qualify for what you qualified for. So at that point in time, you have set your system on autopilot. You don't need to do anything for it to run itself. So that is why when I join a project, I always give myself 90 days challenge. Within 90 days, I would want to achieve S and Y rank. And I give it my best. By the time I achieve that, my business enter autopilot. So I want us to have the same in mind. So quickly, once you become Sapphire 25 rank member, you start sharing the company global sales, 2%, 2.5%. It means that whatever the company sold in a month, they know they sold. If it amount to $10 million, they are going to remove 2.5% and share to everybody at this level. And now that the business is fresh, let's be among the first people to qualify for all this rank, so I can enjoy the benefit. I'm almost there. I'm just a stone away from being there. So that is what from Sapphire 25 to Emerald, that is what you share from 2.5%. The next one. Then when you become a diamond, qualified member, you start sharing from 5%. What do I mean by that? Not a fresh 5%. You already have 2.5% that you are sharing from, then plus another 2.5%. It means that if I'm a diamond qualified member, I will share from the 2.5%. Then I will share another 2.5% at this diamond level. So put together is 5%. So I'm sharing 5% of the company total sales, not 5% plus 2.5%, but rather 2.5% plus another 2.5%, making 5% that I'm sharing from. At that level, that is massive. And what does it take to qualify for that? Just $250,000. I have done a business whereby in within 1 year, I was the pioneer of that business. Within 1 year, when I mean pioneer, I was like a key leader. That's what I mean, not the owner. Within 1 year, I was able to generate over $2 million for the company within 1 year. It was even not a 1 year. I get me. So it's like that. So, and those were our early days in affiliate program that has to do with online that we didn't quite understand how to go about it. But now, as time goes by, we keep acquiring more information. We keep educating ourselves, going for training to be able to identify which we should not do and the rest of that. Now we are better. It's not every project you bring for me that I will go into. In fact, I get project to every now and then. But by the time I looked at them, I'll tell you, no, I can't do this, is scam. So for me to be telling you about a project, it means that I am convinced about it. So do your own due diligence and be convinced about it, and let's run with it. Now, the next rank is Crown Diamond. Crown Diamond, you start sharing 7.5%. You're already sharing 2.5% as Sapphire 25, 2.5% at Diamond. Now you are sharing that 2.5%, put together 7.5% as a Crown Diamond. So in the company total sales in a month, let's say they made 50 million sales, you are sharing from 7.5% of it. That is massive. That is massive. That is massive. That is good money. Then the next rank is vice president, where you share 10% of the company global sales, not African sale, global sale. Global. I'm telling you. In fact, I was fortunate to see someone's back office, my immediate upline shared the person back office with me. I think the person is already it's already a triple diamond, going to what? Crown Diamond, not a Nigerian though. So which means these people are running with the business. Already a triple diamond, go to Crown Diamond in less than 2 months. So what are we waiting for? If he could do it, I can do it as well. It may not be the same time, different time frame, because different circumstances, but I've told myself if he could do it, I'm going to do it as well. I only need little time. So let's take this project seriously. Let's use the project to eradicate poverty and eliminate poverty from our family and from our lineage forever. You understand? What do we dream of? Can you scroll up? Say, don't just dream, make it happen. These are our dreams. All the picture you are seeing there, you want to drive a luxurious car, go for a luxurious vacation, and live in a luxurious apartment. These are our dreams. Don't just dream about it. Making it happen is dependent on you. Nobody is going to make it happen. Nobody loves you more than you love to achieve. The only person that loves you more than you love yourself is God. No one else. So if you think that it's just going to happen overnight, it happens overnight. So don't believe the story that what we be, we be. It's not true. What we be, we don't be. The only that we be is those things you made to be, that you made to happen. Many want to eat, but they're not ready to hunt. For a lion to feed, that lion has to hunt hunt that prey down. So you must hunt for what you want. So don't wait. Nobody's going to deliver it to you. Nobody. So let's go out. Let's do what we need to do, and let's bring people into this business. So at this point, I want to say a very big thank you to Mr. Ale. Before I go, I want to say tomorrow, quickly, we are having a special Zoom meeting with the CEO, Suki Chen, tomorrow. So Mr. Alex will be posting, if he has not posted it already in the group, you will see it from there. The CEO will be with us live tomorrow, being Monday. You understand? So let's also exploit that Zoom meeting to invite as many people as we have been talking to over all this while. Let them know that we are having a special Zoom meeting with the CEO, and so many things are going to happen. There might be so many great announcements of the direction of this company and other news that we have been expecting. So don't miss it. Thank you so much, Mr. Alex, for giving me this opportunity to talk to your people on this wonderful platform. I really appreciate you, sir. Over to you.
Well, thank you so much, boss. Thank you so much. Your presentation was amazing. I'm sure if this was a live show, I would have gotten a round of applause right now. Well, I'm doing that on behalf of the team. So at this point in time, it's time for questions and answers. So if you have questions, you can drop them in the chat box or raise up your hands so that quickly we can attend to them. So the next 5 to 10 minutes at most will be used in attending to the questions and answers. So if you have a question, you can either put up your hand or drop them in the chat box. Otherwise, you can always relate them in the various WhatsApp groups and we'll get to attend to them just to save time. It's already over. It's over an hour plus on the Zoom call. So is any hand going up? No hand is up. And there is no question in the chat box. Okay. All right, so we have a hand up, Mr. Adebowale Samuel. Yeah, you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Yes, what I just want to know is that for us to get the node of $100, how much is it going to cost us in Naira?
It depends on the exchange rate. So if, for example, you want to go to Binance and get it at this time, let me check the present exchange rate. That should Binance. It depends on, first of all, it depends on where you buy your crypto from. I personally buy from Binance. If you have some other exchanges that you trust that sell cheaper, good for you. But otherwise, if you want to buy directly on Binance peer-to-peer, you should be preparing around 699.8 thereabout for $1. So an average of $69 to $70. So 69 to 70,000 Naira for $100. That's what it would cost you.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Then someone asked the question, Mr. Ransom, thanks for the so my question is, if you don't recharge and you invite someone and you recharge, will you be paid a percentage? No, you won't be paid, but I've not really tried that. Mr. Marcos, what's the answer to that? But I think you won't be paid, but Mr. Marcos can
you won't be paid. So you have to recharge first so that you can earn from that person. If you don't recharge, you won't be paid.
Okay, all right. Thanks so much, Mr. Marcos.
And sorry, sir, and a quick one. There's something I wanted to say. I want to say, I got your message a little bit late. Next time, we are going to make it very snappy so I can be within 1 hour or 45 to 50 minutes on this Zoom.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Marcos.
Okay.
So any other question? If not, we've already spent close to an hour and 30 minutes. All other questions can be reverted to the WhatsApp groups. So for those who would see the recording on YouTube, you can check the link in the description to have access to the WhatsApp group. And you also be guided on how to get started. Okay, there's one more question from Mr. Olarewaju. Let me take this. All right, for someone just joining, how do we get full information about Streakk? Okay, Mr. Olarewaju, the link to the recording will be posted in the group chat. And I've also done other videos on Streakk. Also, you would have them. I'm sure you got the invitation from either our Telegram channel, WhatsApp group, or Mr. Beeman's WhatsApp group. So the same group where the link was posted, the recording of this meeting would also be posted. So you get it whichever way. Okay. All right. Thanks everyone for joining us. Let me stop the recording now.